Alright, welcome back once again to the Wrestling Rant. It is Friday, the 26th of April. Smackdown just ended not too long ago, just a few minutes. I did miss about the first 15 minutes, but I don't think I really missed much. They were in London again, same arena as Raw. Right, so anyways, like I said, I came in about 15 minutes late, and the match that was going on when I came in was Jack Swagger going against Alberto Del Rio once again, this time in a no disqualification match. Match was alright, I guess. There was a lot of weapon usage. There was one of them used the kendo stick. There was a ladder. They had a chair wedged into the corner. But yeah, so there was all that stuff. Swagger wound up winning after he was able to get out of Del Rio's cross-arm breaker, and either way, he just was beating the hell out of Del Rio, and then he nailed Del Rio with a ladder, and then picked Del Rio up and hits the Swagger bomb, okay, I guess it's not the Swagger bomb, what he used to call the red, white, and blue bomb, the gut wrench power bomb. So he hits that on Del Rio and pins him. Was an alright match. Not really all that great. But the next thing we get is Oksana and Layla in a Divas match. This match was not very good, but then again, it's Layla and Oksana, so what can you expect? Layla wound up winning by using this really bad-looking, cheap roll-up pinning combination, and apparently she has a name for it. She called it the Infinity. Don't know why. Whatever. The next thing we got was a recap of The Shield versus The Undertaker and Team Hell No from Raw. Blah, blah, blah. After that, we got a Shield promo, because apparently Ambrose was going against The Undertaker later tonight. And that's actually the last match on the card, so we'll get to that. But yeah, they cut this promo. Yeah. Next thing we get was Fandango with Summer Rae once again, going against Justin Gabriel. They finally decided to dig Gabriel's ass out of NXT, because that's where he's been for the most part the last couple of weeks. The last few months, actually. And it was a decent match, I guess. Gabriel goes for a springboard move from the outside. He gets caught by Johnny. Johnny kicks him right in the guts as Gabriel comes down. After that, he grabbed Gabriel and gave him this big Russian leg sweep, which would set him up for the big leg drop that Johnny's been doing to finish people off. I know he used a bid farewell on Regal on Monday, I believe. But tonight he decided to use the big leg drop. But he hits the leg drop and he gets the win. And of course he has to get back on the mic and correct Lillian, who's the ring announcer, and go, "It's Fandango." And him and Summer, they get the hell out of there. No Jericho this time, thankfully. The next match, there wasn't a whole lot of promos or really anything in between for the most part during this show. So we just jump right back into another match. Sheamus goes one-on-one with The Big Show. This match, not really all that great. I mean, it's Sheamus and Show. What are they going to do? They had a feud a while back, and it sucked because both of them suck. Big Show ends up getting I guess you could call it a cheap win. Sheamus was on the top rope getting ready to go do his big shoulder battering ram thing that he does. He'd already hit it once in the match. He was going for it again. Mark Henry comes out of nowhere and flips the ring steps that is right below Sheamus, right below the thing he was on. And right, so he flips the stairs, and this distracts Sheamus long enough. He turns around to go, what the hell was that? He looks back, and Show cracks him right in the jaw with a knockout punch that just dropped a buzzard. I mean, crap. And he clocked him pretty good with this knockout punch. Sheamus falls off the top rope, of course, and Big Show pins him and gets the win. But he knocked Sheamus the fuck out with this punch. The next match was William Regal going against Wade Barrett. And Regal jobs once again to Barrett. Barrett hits him with the bull hammer elbow, whatever the hell he calls it. The move he ripped off from Cassius Ohno, that shit. Barrett's a piece of crap. Can I just say that? I really don't like him. I don't like his crooked nose. I don't like his stupid accent. He's a crap wrestler, and he isn't really original at all. So, fuck him. The next thing we get is another recap of the segment between Paul Heyman and Triple H from Raw. They recap that. Whoop-de-doo. Next up, we have Randy Orton versus Mark Henry. I guess they're trying to build a feud between Orton and Sheamus going against Henry and Big Show. I don't really understand why. But whatever. Randy's going against Henry and, goes for a while. And then all of a sudden, Sheamus comes out of nowhere. Brogue kicks the fuck out of Henry. Randy gets DQ'd. But Randy doesn't seem to be too bothered. Mark Henry gets up and Randy RKO's him. So, Henry gets to eat two finishers, and Sheamus and Randy celebrate, even though Randy lost. After that, we get another goddamn recap, this time of the ending segment of Raw, Cena and Ryback and the whole Shield thing going on. Whatever. We've already seen that, no need to go over it again. And finally, the last thing on the card was Undertaker versus Dean Ambrose. This match was actually decent, I guess. Undertaker wound up getting the win after he was able to lock Hell's Gate in on Ambrose, and Ambrose tapped out. But immediately after that, the Shield jumps in the ring, or I should say the two other members, they were at ringside. Rollins and Reigns jump in, and they start to lay the beat down on the Undertaker. Undertaker is fighting him off fairly well. They go to the outside of the ring, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, let's see, I think, Rollins somehow was standing, he wound up standing on top of the barricade. And Undertaker grabs him by the throat, getting ready to choke slam him. and it's looking like he's going to chokeslam him, and then out of nowhere, Reigns spears Undertaker through the damn barricade, like he's done to Sheamus, like he's done to like he did to Big Show, I think. Yeah. So after that, they continue to beat down the Undertaker, and then they do their big triple powerbomb on him through the announce table. And that's how the show ends. Yeah. I did hear that there was a dark event that happened after this. It happened after the show went off the air. Apparently, for some strange reason, Triple H and the New Age Outlaws came out and chased off the Shield to save the Undertaker. I have no idea why this would happen. I understand Triple H would maybe come out to help, but New Age Outlaws, I don't even remember hearing about them being under contract. So, whatever. But yeah, Smackdown, not really all that great. It hardly ever is. So, I mean, I guess the match between Taker and Ambrose was decent. Swagger versus Del Rio was decent. Fandango and Justin Gabriel was decent, I guess. Other than that, not really much else to talk about. Yeah. So yeah, that does it for SmackDown. Yeah. So all in all, SmackDown not all that great. And one minor thing that I wanted to go over is I've seen part of the new episode of NXT. I know I mentioned it before, where they were having 4 different titles defended on the show. And one of them was Cesaro defending the United States title against... Oh, Jesus, who did he defend it against? Oh, Adrian Neville, formerly known as Pac, who is damn good high flyer. He's half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, which is weird because his partner, oh God, what's his name? Oliver Gray, is injured right now, and he's supposedly going to be out for about 6 months. So, something tells me they're going to have to vacate the tag team titles because they can't defend them. Might as well give them to somebody else. So. Yeah, so that happened. I don't think I haven't seen the rest of the episode of NXT yet. So I can't really comment much on it, but I do remember I saw the beginning of the match between Cesaro and Neville. They showed a little thing down at the bottom that said the match was recorded a week or 2 ago, back before Cesaro dropped the friggin' title to Kofi. So, yeah. Anyways. So yeah, that was SmackDown, and there's a little bit there for NXT. Also wanted to mention, I just found out that apparently they play Defiance on Fridays. So I won't have to keep missing Raw to watch Defiance. So Raw will be the review of Raw will be going up on Mondays shortly after the show is over from now on. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew about that. Anyways, that will do it for this episode of the Wrestling Rant. SmackDown was not all that great. You have JBL and Michael Cole and Josh Matthews on commentary. And Matthews is okay, but JBL is an asshole. And Michael Cole is a frickin' idiot. We really need to get some new commentators. Cole needs to go bye-bye. He's terrible. JBL really needs to go bye-bye. He's pretty terrible himself. And Lawler, over on Raw, he's been pretty terrible lately too. And he has been for a while, actually. Really need new commentators. But anyways, that'll do it for Smackdown. That'll do it for this episode of the Wrestling Rant. And that is April 26th, Friday, 2013. That'll do it for this, and we will see you next time for Raw.